Hey guys, it's Minish. I've been getting a lot of questions about PCG, how it works, how to do the basic functions, so I figured rather than answering the same question on stream every 30 seconds, I'm just going to make a video about it that I can link and make my life easier. So, we're going to be going over what PCG is, how to get the most currency for it, and the basic functions on how it works in today's video. So starting out, how you get to the extension. If you are watching my stream, it would show me streaming like it would anybody else. You come down here, you're going to see my extension panel. From here, you're going to do the registration. The basic registration is pretty easy, and then you're going to have access to this panel. You can pop it out. I like to pop it out and just have it off to the side while I stream. But you could have it right here as you stream, have a little bit of battle mechanic going, and it's a little fun. Now for commands, right? Firstly, you get Pokemon. How Pokemon in general work is this is a psychic flying, so it's going to get a normal coverage move, a flying coverage move of a set amount of moves that every flying Pokemon has access to, and a set amount of random psychic moves that every Pokemon has access to, as well as a coverage move. This is how every single dual type works. So if I am in my Ghost Fire, or if I'm dark flying, right? Flying dark, rock coverage, normal type move. The only issue and the only time it gets a little weird is when they are monotypes, right? So this is mono fairy. So fairy can get the normal type coverage and a psychic type coverage, and then two of the same coverage options, but monotypes, see if I can find an example, also have the ability to roll multiple coverage moves. So this one has fighting and dragon with 2 fire moves, and as you can see, every move is completely random, so you can end up with some ridiculous sets. I've been rank 1 multiple times in PCG, so I have a pretty good team. Here is an example of a Pokemon you are capable of having, and they can get super ridiculous. By the way, IVs, right? If you get an IV, it isn't the end all be all, right? IVs function that they are random. So do natures and so do moves. But there are such things as TMs. They're usually season rewards, but TMs only work if they have one of the typings for the TM. So if my coverage move is electric, I cannot replace the electric move. The coverage is there to stay. But if I'm an electric type and I have 3 good moves and I just have a shitty electric move, I could slap the shockwave TM and fix my electric Pokemon. TMs are usually a seasonal reward, and you should always keep them because they're high value. Again, if I want to, we're going to go into the inventory here and how the inventory works. Firstly, when you are buying Pokeballs, always try to buy 10 at a time. If you look here, I'm going to buy 10 Great Balls at a time, which I can barely afford because I'm a poor boy. And speaking of being a poor boy, make sure you are following Jonas and Demon, the creators of the game. It will get you a 5% increase in Pokien while you're in the stream passively. It's very important. You're missing out on resources. And segueing into missing out on resources, there is a Pokedaily Discord. As you can see, people type Pokedaily every day. They're getting a random amount of money, and they're getting extra resources. This is a very good way that they do to keep everybody in their server. As you can see, we are one of the recommended streamers, so you actually get more resources in my chat than you do a traditional chat as a PCG loyalty rewards. And there's a shit ton of people in here. There's 22,000 people online alone right now. So PCG, again, pretty competitive. You know, people do play it. But again, whenever you're buying Ultra Balls, Pokeballs, or Great Balls, buying sets of 10, excuse me. Sorry, guys. So, total resets. These are the best bang for your buck. Not only are they 1,000 less than the IV reset, this is going to reset your IVs, your moves, and your nature. Don't worry about nature. Nature can always be replaced. There's only so many natures you can roll. It's just a matter of money, not when, right? It's a matter of when, not if. What I highly recommend for any of you, if you have a Pokemon you think is pivotal to your team, you theorycraft your team in advance, and then you start using total resets on mons you think could fit. And if you get a good move set or good IVs, you stop doing the total resets, and then you switch over to either the IV resets or the empty disc. IV resets, as they say, are going to reset the IVs. It could go from 22 to 6, from 6 to 12. It's all going to be random. Every stat is going to be shuffled. An empty disc is going to shuffle every move. And remember, if you have one bad move and it is the typing of your choice, you do have the possibility of getting TMs later on. So, going over balls, buy 10 at a time. Total resets, best bang for your buck. Mood mints, this is going to reset your nature, right? Easy day. Wonder Pass, these are a waste of money unless you're trying to get a weekly or mission done. By the way, pay attention to your weekly missions done. See, you have trade, flying type weekly right here. So, speaking of that, this is how you trade. You come here. I like to label the shitty A tiers, and I only trade A tiers, right? But, so all my mons label trade, I come over to a flying type. I've already determined this one's bad, and I would come here and I would trade right down there. I can also sell, but I only sell the non-A tiers. I always try to trade A tiers because A tiers are traditionally the best Pokemon in general in the game. There are some high B tiers that are as good as most A tiers, but in general, you want to hold on to your A tiers and just keep trading them, and hope you get upgraded. You will mostly get A tiers for A tiers. You can get downgraded, and you also have the small possibility of getting an S if somebody decides to throw one up there. Now, battling, very easy. I get told all the time, Minish, how do I get experience? How do I get experience? Well, you get experience by battling. You can do stadium, you can do the special event that's going on, and you can do ranked matches. There is a ranking system. I haven't been doing good this season. I just started. Yeah, I'm all the way down at rank 78. If you want to click off the video, I completely understand. We're only 78 in the world right now. But and the season hasn't been kind to us with the change. I have higher mods. But again, I'm just making excuses, so don't listen to me. But anyway, so, by the way, stuttering, by the way, if you're wondering what a ball does, you can just click on it. It'll tell you its catch rate. Easy day, right? And if you're in a most PCG recommended streams, will be telling you what balls to use with the catch. So it's super, super helpful. There are shinies in this game. So if you catch a shiny, you are going to be immortalized on my stream. People do catch shinies on my stream. It's crazy. Look, I even have a Porygon Z. That's my best one. I'm surprised it upgrades. I didn't know it updates to Porygon Z. That's awesome because I caught it as a Porygon too. So if I evolve it, I didn't know it changed my crystal. That's kind of sick. On the topic of getting shinies, it is good to complete your Pokedex. If you complete your Pokedex, you get a shiny charm. Getting a shiny charm, as it says, will increase your shiny odds. I have one charm. I've been really, really hard struggling for the second one. You can get multiple shiny charms, and then eventually, hopefully, you can actually start catching shinies, right? I know a lot of people with multiples. But again, join the in closing, make sure you join the PCG daily Discord so you can type Pokedaily right here. It's going to tell me I've already received one, but it's going to give me a reward. That's just extra resources, right? You just come here, type Pokedaily, super easy, no bureaucracy. There's also tournaments and stuff for battle coins. Battle coins having an alternative shop, right, that are going to give you traditionally better items. You get these through doing the special events and paying attention to the stream announcements, right? That's how I got my Shockwave TM. You can even get legendaries, but I recommend mostly just getting resources and grinding. But and if you're curious what mons are good, I have already actually the first video I ever made for this channel took me hundreds of hours going over each and every Pokemon that I felt remotely viable. So if you want, I'm gonna put that video in the description below. But good luck with PCG, guys, and I hope this helps most of you. Bye.
Johnny Sins here. Thanks for subscribing to Minish, who's a much better streamer than Scotter the Otter.